Okay, welcome again, and we're going to look at the most recently closed trade with Marvel at RadioActiveTrading.com. Well, I love Marvel characters. I grew up with them. I'm not licensed to use their images here, okay? We've got Wolverine. Now, Wolverine's a marvelous character. I've loved him since I was a kid. And Dr. Xavier there, of course, is not actually making a recommendation that you trade radioactively. Okay, I'm just showing my devotion as a fan. Okay, but here's the most recent trade that I did with Marvel. On June 22nd, 2009, I had 100 shares left over from another profitable trade that my fishing subscribers saw me do with Marvel. My cost basis for those shares was 31.71, and at the time the stock was trading at 35.98. Well, here's what we did. With the stock trading at 35.98, the put options for January 2010 $40 put options were cheap. I had cheap shares left over from another profitable trade. So here's the radioactive profit machine. Shares of Marvel at 31.71 with a January $40 put option added for $6.50. So that gives me a cost basis of 38.21, and let's not forget that $40 put gives me a guaranteed exit of $40. So what's my risk? Well, it's negative. I have no risk. I'm guaranteed to get back at least $1.79. Okay, so here's how it looks when you plug it into the custom spread trade builder at Power Options. It's a traditional hockey stick graph of a married put trade, but if you'll notice, there's no possibility of losing. The worst thing that I can do is collect $179 at expiration in January if Marvel goes in the toilet. Okay, that's not what happened to Marvel. Now listen, there are 9 different ways to take money out of a married put position like this without necessarily selling the stock. If your stock pays a dividend, there's 10 ways, I suppose, but Marvel does not pay a dividend yet. I'm going to show income method number 6, selling a bear call spread. Now this is what I did in July 23rd. I sold an August $40 call for $1.78. At the same time, bought an August $45 call for 28 cents. So the net credit is $1.50 per share, or $150 into my account. I get to keep that no matter what happens. Okay? Now normally there's a risk factor to having a bear call spread in place because you receive a credit, but if the stock's price goes up, if it goes up to 45 or higher in this case, instead of keeping the $1.50, I'm going to end up paying out $5, okay, and end up $3.50 in the hole. But that's only if I do a bear call spread naked. When I do it in the context of a radioactive profit machine, especially one that's bulletproof, what it does is it converts this hockey stick graph into a little bumpy hockey stick graph, and that bump brings it above the break-even line even higher. Now I'm guaranteed to get 327 out of this radioactive profit machine, and still an unlimited upside because I've got the long call in place. Isn't that something? Now, here's the history of what really happened, okay? On June 22nd, I opened it. Okay, on July 23rd, I sold a bear call spread, which I call income method number 6, an adjustment to the married put position for $1.50 credit. Now, there's no risk because even though I'm short the $40 call, my cost basis is 38.21, so I don't care if I have to sell those shares. Okay? What happened was Marvel did take a dip on August 6th, so I bought to close the short 40 at 45 cents. So that locked in the difference. I had collected $1.50. I keep $1.05 of it, and I'm holding on to the long $45 call, thinking that Marvel's going to spike back up. She did spike, but not until after the expiration. So I missed out the August $45 call that I had long, expired worthless. But then today, August 31st, the great news did come through where Disney is buying Marvel for $4 billion. I sold my shares for $48.41. The cost basis had been $38.21, so that's a profit of over $1,000 for less than $4,000 invested. More than 25% profit. And let's not forget income method number 6, where I picked up an extra $105. Okay? Now, again, I'm not licensed to use the Marvel universe of characters. They're not endorsing radioactive trading, okay? But I am. And here's where you can get some free resources. Go to radioactivetrading.com. Check out our free webinars and pick up the sketch for free if you want